Good evening, good night, good morning, good afternoon to some of you, according to your location on the face of this planet Earth. We welcome you all to this very Biafra television Europe presentation by me, Mazi Nnamdi fearless IPB evangelist. I am from Ndiabo. Ndiabo is in Aninri. Aninri is a local government in Ojiriva province, Biafra land. Thank you. Biafra Television is under IPOB, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, who have been illegally convicted based on a repealed law and unwritten law. He is still in Sokoto prison for nothing but executive decision. They sentenced him to life imprisonment. Recently, he have filed his appeal against the injustice against him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted in Kenya, 2021 June. Till today, even as he secured several court victories, Nigeria insisted that they would jail him based on their own decision. Today, it have happened, and IPOB is demanding for the freedom of their leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who have been discharged and acquitted by the appeal court. The same appeal court we are going today have taken position in this very matter. And today, we are going to look into Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. From the beginning, if time permits us, our people will call in, but let's refresh the memories of the people, because the government of Nigeria should have no position in the appeal. They should allow the appeal court to take their decision, but they will not do so because they have been taking positions from day one in the case of in this case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Will the Nigerian state under APC allow the court to decide? No. That is why we are here, to remind people of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have passed through in the hand of executive. Executive decision is what have been nullifying, disobeying court orders. Executive decision was what Omotosho read out that very day and call it judgment. So many contributions from different quarters of the government, different quarters of the haters of truth. People submitted their own demand, and Omotosho wrote them down as his judgment. Some came from executive. People decided that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should not go closer to electronic device, and Omotosho duty is to announce it out. Somebody's demand is to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to Sokoto, and Omotosho wrote it down, passed it as a judgment. Demands of people, demands of individual, demands of group, demands of people in power was what Omotosho submitted, to the extent that Omotosho was angry that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was standing on his legs instead of coming on crutches or on bed, on mat. They will bring him on hospital bed and come to court. She argued that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is healthy. In a judgment, she was telling the world that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is healthy, that he's sounding like somebody that is sick. Omotosho was taking positions of the prosecutor in the court of judgment. In the court of in his judgment, he was taking the position of the prosecutor. Omotosho, instead of reading out his judgment, he was prosecuting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, condemning him out of hatred and frustration that he refused intimidation. Today, we are going to start this very case from 2015 so that the world, the Nigerian government, who thought we have forgotten, will refresh their memories in the victories that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have come across in Nigerian court, not in Ghanaian court, not in South African court, not in any foreign court, but in Nigerian courts. But as we are going to count them down, you will see that none have been obeyed. Nigeria was planning for their own decision because they never believed in the decision of the court. And that is why we are here. Our demand is that Nigeria should obey appeal court judgment. That what took place in the appeal court 13th of October 2022 is what should take place in the appeal court, which Mazi Nnamdi Kanu recently filed, because we are going to touch it now. Before we touch the victories of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we will also refresh the memory of the world that in the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there was no identifiable witness. There was no witness with name. There was no witness that can be identified. They were all masquerade witnesses in the court of Omotosho. They answer AAA, BBB. I cannot even use the. I'm sorry for using the. He answer AAA, BBB, CCC, because there is no way you will say they are five. Just one person wearing mask answering AAA, BBB, CCC, DDD, EEE. Unidentifiable witnesses. The worst was that they claimed to be DSS, and when you ask them, they say for security purposes. But those that Okezibazo, Dave Umahi, that with Nyanwodo that championed Python dance, they are not going on mask. But DSS that arrested Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Lagos will come on mask. Is that not? I don't know how to present it, but in the process of this very program, you will find a word to use on that. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu first came to the court of Honorable Justice Ademola of the Federal High Court. Be jotting it down, because we are telling the executive to leave the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu based on court decisions, not on this executive decision read out by Bintanyaku Omotosho that you will use to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came up first in the court of Honorable Justice Ademola of the Federal High Court Abuja, not even Federal High Court Abakaliki or Federal High Court Enugu, Federal High Court Abuja. On the 17th of December 2015, Honorable Justice Ademola of the Federal High Court Abuja discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. It was not obeyed by the Nigerian state. He was withheld back in DSS. We want to refresh your memory so that as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have go to appeal, we want to take the minds of the people back to what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have passed through in the hand of Nigerian government. They have been going against court orders. They don't believe in their court in this matter. They believe in executive powers. As they submitted their write-up to Motosho, he read it out and called it judgment. That's what they have been planning. But as for court decision, they are against it as a government, though it is their court, as we are pointing it out. Honorable Justice Ademola of the Federal High Court Abuja, on the 17th of December 2015, discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. Then he was in DSS. He was withheld back to remain in DSS. in in March 2016, as they have moved the case from Ademola to John Soho. March 2016, Honorable Justice John Soho of the Federal High Court Abuja discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. You see the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is what we are going to analyze tonight. If time permits us, our people will call it. Now, John Soho discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of IPOB, unconditionally. They rearrested him. By then, he was in Kuje. Do you understand? The Nigerian state again, how many courts have you counted? 2 courts where they have been moving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are the people moving, oh. They are the people moving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not him. They move him from Ademola to John Soho. The 2 courts discharged him unconditionally. They move Mazi Nnamdi Kanu again to the 3rd court. The court of Honorable Justice Ahmed Mohammed. Honorable Justice Ahmed Mohammed in the same 2016 told the DSS that he have warned them from bringing this kind of case to this honorable court, and that he's directing them to go and obey the previous court rulings. Previous, which is ruling of Honorable Justice Ademola and ruling of John Soho. Now, how many courts now? 3 courts. They moved, and how many victories? Be counting it. None was obeyed. They moved the case again to the court of Binta Nyako, Fatima Binta Motlanyako. Fatima Binta Motlanyako granted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bail in 2017, 12 high bail conditions. 12 high bail conditions. Upon that, they conspired and sent army to come and kill him. He survived the attack. Now let us go. I will still return back there. Let me be pushing out the very court judgments. After exposing these things, you will know that Omotosho did not deliver a judgment. Omotosho read out decisions of men, decisions of quarters, decisions of powers that be. They brought it one by one. The judgment was too long. Nwike submitted his own decision. Right? APC Kakus, Devu Mahi, Ojozo Kalu, they conspired and brought their own decision. It is in the judgment. Sultan of Sokoto brought his own decision. It is in the judgment. Mieti Yala brought their own decision. It is in the judgment. Tinubu brought his own decision. It is in the judgment. Decisions of men, not based on the judgment that Omotosho deliver anything. Omotosho read out decisions of men, what men decided, what men read out and gave to him. He read it line by line, not based on the judgment, completely outside from the judgment, outside from the case. That's what Omotosho delivered. Both conditioning where they will keep him in jail, conditioning how he will live his life in jail. These are decisions of men. Both where they will go and keep him, the kind of prison where they will keep him, was decisions of men, not Omotosho. We continue. Now, when the attack is home in 2017, he escaped, and they went ahead, proscribed IPOB. 2017. The case started 2015. He was granted bail 2017. The Nigerian government went against the bail 2017. He escaped 2017. IPOB was proscribed the same 2017. Pick these points I have made here. We are going to use it up front. We are coming there. Where you will match back, you will connect back with this, right? This case ended there. That very place. What do I mean by this case ended there? No more amendment of charges that will jump 2017 to be attached to that warrant. That is where it's supposed to end. But we are going forward. You will see that the case that started 2015, that they started attaching it with allegations of 2020 and SARS, attaching it, killing of Ahmed Gulak, to a warrant of 2015 that was granted bail 2017 based on the charges in it. If you want to amend the charges, you will amend it between the period of years of accusation between 2017 down to 2014. You don't amend it to 2018 because it had been granted bail, basically sealed. The particular charges there can be amended. You don't move forward. You can only bring new charges on a new warrant. You have to separate the warrant to bring NSAS. You have to separate the warrant. You don't use 2015 arrest in Lagos to join 2020 NSAS, killing of Ahmed Gulak, attack on INF facility in Owerri, Vanguard publication of Onyami statement 2022, then attack on police station in Ebonyi State 2020, prison break in Owerri 2021, NSAS of 2020 October was what was used to convict 2015 warrant. Are you getting it? We are coming to analyze it. Let us touch the victims of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How many did we point out now? We continue. Inform others. Share it very wide. This is Biafra Television Europe. Right? Thank you. Now, we want people to be taking notes. When we are telling you about injustice, from what I have just told you now, you not seen injustice? Have you ever seen somebody arrested in 2015? The charges was amended 2015 to 2017, and he was granted bail on charges in the warrant. When his home was attacked, he escaped. He was kidnapped from Kenya, renditioned into Nigeria in 2021. Right? Now, in the court of Bintan Omotosho, the people that presented themselves as DSS that arrested him only testified about 2015 arrest. Nobody testified about 2021 arrest. Even if he was arrested in Abakaliki, Nigeria did not point out how he came into their hands. Talk more of standing trial. They never pointed out and say, we arrested him in Nigeria. Nigeria never said we arrested him in Rivers State. As in to challenge the Kenyan kidnap. What did they do? Omotosho presented people on mask, somebody on mask, who claimed to be DSS official, that arrested him in Lagos, in hotel in Lagos. Nobody said we arrested him in 2021, just 2015. But how come 2015 IPOs are the people who presented 2021 killing of Ahmed Gulak?
We need peace, we choose freedom. We need peace, we choose freedom. There was a nation living in peace and unity. Hey, they are people with love and harmony. Oh, yeah. They saw greatness rise up to its purity. With another people of different culture, adherent heritage, bias and oppressive. Oh, I see a nation from trigger of Africa, rising with strength and might and power. In due time, nobody gonna praise us. Rather, you all gonna embrace her. With your flag, with your flag, with your flag, with your flag. Oh yeah. Let the tears of our mothers who lost their children be heard. Let the blood of our indigenous Biafrans. In case you never know, we are the chosen generation. In case you never know, we hid into the call of our past heroes. Monsters are killing us, pressing silent, but we know that this is war. Everybody know, them know, you know. Then we know they don't want us to be free, cause we got it all. Out of this is Steven. Now then we go. Every inch and every.
Don't bring.
They think we never go, cause we need our freedom. We want our freedom. Give us our freedom. We demand our freedom. Take the Babylon say. Jano. Take the Babylon say.
Okay, we are back. We are back. Very, very sorry for that very technical issue. We are very, very sorry. This is Biafra Television Europe. Welcome back. Thank you. We continue. So, what I was saying, that much injustice was carried on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But let us go. When he was brought back to Nigeria from Kenya, victory continues. Because in the warrant that he was granted bail, he secured victory in the court of Ademola, victory in the court of John Soho, victory in the court of Ahmed Mohammed, secured bail in the court of Bintanyako. Nigeria did not allow a single one, both bail. How many did you count now? 4. They did not allow him to enjoy his bail, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So now, 2021, victory continues. Sorry, 2022. January 19, 2022. A state high court sitting in Umuahia ruled that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not jump bail, but he escaped military assassination attempt. Right? And that Nigeria should compensate him and apologize to him. 1. Reaching on October 13, 2022. I don't want to go to UN order because it's not Nigerian court. June 2022, UN. Let us continue on Nigerian courts. Right? Nigerian appeal court sitting in Abuja quashed out the remaining 8 count charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Out of 15, that 7 was destroyed in the court of Bintanyako. 8 was taken to appeal. Appeal destroyed the remaining 8 count charges and discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and acquitted him, the highest of it all. Discharged and acquitted. And ordered that he should not stand trial in any court on this particular matter. He is prohibited to stand trial. What do Nigeria do? The discharged and acquitted, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not enjoy a minute of it. I have never seen somebody discharged and acquitted that he did not enjoy it for a minute. I have secured discharged and acquitted on capital charges. But immediately I was discharged and acquitted, no warder came closer to me around the court premises. I am free to move freely. Automatically free. Automatically free. Right? Now, not even an hour, not even a minute, do the Nigerian state say, let him enjoy his discharged and acquitted. This is the highest you can secure in any case, in any place. Highest of it all. What do Nigeria do? It took them days. They now remove judges of the appeal court, transfer them, bring in new judges. Now went and they filed stay of execution. That is executive power, not on legal, not on under what is it called? Legal or legal process or something. They don't care. All they care is executive power. We are not letting him go. We are holding him back. We are changing the judges of appeal. Then we are filing stay of execution in the same appeal so that those we brought in will decide on our decision. Are you getting it? This discharge and acquitted was not obeyed. Again, reaching on the 26th of October 2022, a federal high court sitting in Umuahia discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and ordered that he should be returned back to Kenya. 2022. How many did you count out? 2022. Federal High Court, as a state high court judgment, he did not jump bail. 1. Appeal court judgment. 2. Federal High Court judgment. 3. Now let us go to Supreme. 15th of December 2023. Supreme Court. Supreme Court condemned the way he was arrested. One, illegal arrest. Supreme Court condemned the invasion of the house of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by the army. Supreme Court condemned the revocation of his bail by Bintanyako. The same Supreme Court went ahead and said he will stand trial on the remaining 8 count charges in Federal High Court. Now let us look into the Supreme Court judgment. What is the trial he is standing? How was he arrested? The Supreme Court already condemned the process of his arrest, therefore nullifying his trials, nullifying the standing of trial. Because that he should stand trial is just a mere word, because hence his arrest was illegal. Automatically, he should not stand trial. Somebody who commit a government that committed terrorism against Nnamdi Kanu should not try him, because bringing him from Kenya is terrorism against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a state terrorism against an individual. That is why people can be in cell and eat what their people brought for them, because there is law in the prison. That is why you cook your soup and eat it with your family. Nobody will come and overpower you and carry your soup pot, because there is law. So there is process of arrest. You cannot take because you accuse Mazi Nnamdi Kanu of terrorism, you will commit terrorism against him. It doesn't happen. You will also follow due process to tell them that you maintain law, but the arrest was illegal. The trial was also illegal. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in appeal. Count all the judgment, the victories of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu I have mentioned here. Discharged unconditionally by Ademola, Federal High Court. Discharged unconditionally by John Soho. Ahmed Mohamed sent DSS back to obey these court rulings too. Bintanyako granted 12 high bail conditions, but the army sent, federal government sent army to go and kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How many did I counted now? Appeal court discharged Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and acquitted him. Nigeria disobeyed. State High Court Omai said he did not jump bail, and Nigeria should apologize to him and discuss with him and pay him compensation. A federal high court sitting in Omai also discharged him and said he should return back to Kenya. Now, what do you want from the court? After listening to these things, you will know that Omotosho just read out what men, groups, individuals, channels, or quarters wrote out their own judgment against Nnamdi Kanu, submitted to them, submitted to Omotosho to read out. You can't pass a judgment and tell somebody you convicted how he will live his life in prison yard. There are rules in the prison yard already by the lawyer, by the warders. But decision of telling you where you will take him to prison. One, again, the kind of cell he will be, and to keep him away from electronic device. These are things that comes up from prison authorities, not from the judge, based on your attitude in the prison yard. There are things you will do commit in prison yard. Warders will give you condition, put you in punishment cell. There are things you will commit in prison. They will dismantle you. They will change you from the other cell to the other cell. There are things you will commit in prison. You will not see visit. People visit you. The warders will tell them to go. These are prison authority. These are their laws. They have hands they give to inmates. There are things you will commit. You will not come open out. Sunny. You will not come out for sunny. But this one is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in DSS. The court decided how he will live his life to where they are sending him to. The kind of prison cell he will be. The kind of how he will be treated. and you think it was the decision of the judge. No, these are decisions of men. Bringing him to Sokoto was Sultan of Sokoto decision. Tinubu has his decision. Everything about NSAS is Tinubu's decision. That is conviction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because they use NSAS. Do you understand? Hope Uzodinma provided 4 charges that were used to convict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started 2015. Hope Uzodinma became governor 2020. So how come his government provided 4 charges to convict 2015 warrant? How come? And you think that people like Hope Uzodinma will not have the right to submit their own demand in the judgment? You think that Dave Umahi don't have his own demand in the judgment? You think that Wike don't have his own request in the judgment? You think that APC, you think that Mietiala, you think that northern governors did not conspire, come together and say, this condition, you will give it to us against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They submitted this to Motosho, or Motosho read it out. Omotosho read it out. Not that Omotosho passed a judgment based on the Nigerian constitution. No, he passed judgment even as they knew it is a repealed law. As Mazi Nnamdi Kanu asked Omotosho, how many, which law are you using to try me? Omotosho refused to respond for about 4 court sittings. Omotosho keep postponing and saying that it will be the day of judgment. That is to say, Omotosho wanted objection because you cannot because there are court sittings, there are chances that you are supposed to respond to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that he will not object you in the day of judgment. But Omotosho refused to respond to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Which law? Why are you trying me on a repealed law? Omotosho did not say no, it is not a repealed law. Look at the law I am using. Omotosho keeps sending it to the day of judgment. In the day of judgment, he started reading out what he wrote out. He wrote down. And you expected Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not to speak. When the whole chances, the whole days for you to double cross him and stop him from saying a word during your judgment. You created the vacance for objection. You created it because you don't expect him to be quiet while you are passing judgment without responding, not even allowing him to pass his written address. No, you rejected all, and that is what you call judgment. Anyway, we are going to open our line because the program will be very, very short. We are going to open our line so that people can call in and contribute. The demand here in the program is that the Nigerian government should leave the appeal to decide on the matter, but they will not. Thank you. So the number is on the screen. Thank you, technical engineer there from there. Thank you. The number to call is plus 358 466 156 849. WhatsApp plus 358 466 156 849. So we continue. The case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the conviction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is executive decision. Executive decision. They did it to condition Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because when they convict him, he become their subject. They forgot that he is a freedom fighter. There is no way you can cover up what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is agitating for. Not even blackmail, not even conviction can change his status, can change his image, because the image of IPOB and the statue is standing tall. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu presented the agenda of IPOB in a plain ground. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu presented the activities of IPOB, how IPOB appoints, how IPOB removes, how IPOB meets, how IPOB, everything is in the open before the world. That is where we double cross Nigeria. Everything they do is what is expected from the oppressors. Proscription is expected from the oppressors. Instigation is expected from the oppressors, which is Nigeria. First flag operation, which is artificial insecurity they set up in our land, is always expected from the oppressors. But we, that is the oppressed, that is agitating. The question now is, all these things you are doing, is it moving us? It's not moving us. Is the extrajudicial killing going to stop us? No. Illegal detention? No. Disappearances of members? No, it can't stop us. First flag operation? No. Blackmailing? No. Instigation or setting confusion cannot move us. Illegal confusion cannot move us, because we know that we know what we are doing and the world knows what we are doing. The image of IPOB and the statue of IPOB before the globe have countered the the conviction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Right? Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be terrorist in Nigeria, while IPOB is leading is not terrorist. I think we have a caller, and we have come to you, caller. Your name and where you are calling us from. This Biafra Television Europe.
Mazi Ndewo,
Good evening. Thank you for joining us.
afọ m bụ Michael Odas. Abụ m onye akaebe ndị na Igbo Local Government n'Ebonyi Steeti.
Thank you.
Eso m n'ala Igbo na-akpọ m.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Maazị, nke m bụ ekele ka m kelee gị. N'elu ekele, o nwere ajụjụ m chọrọ ịjụ nna agbagwoju m anya.
Go ahead.
Ka m kpọọ gị.
Go ahead.
Ajụjụ m bụ nwanne anyị nwoke mbụ onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, anyị na-ekwu okwu ya. And anyị ekwuola okwu ya mba ụwa n'olu anyị. Anyị ekwuola okwu ya aja ala Igbo n'olu anyị. Ajụjụ m chọrọ ịjụ bụ kee ọnọdụ anyị taa, bikọz m ga-eji ka ọnọdụ anyị taa na ka m si fụta muvmenti anyị a, ọ ga-eji adịzie ka ebube onye ndu anyị. Onye ọbụla na-akọzi ka o si ghọta m ka na-akọ ka o si fụ okwu. Ntụ kemgbe anyị ga-emegidekwa n'isi a wee ndo. Ọ ga-enwekwanụ asụ na akwa agha n'ute. Ga-mara ndị Igbo bụkwanụ onurudo nwanne agbara ọsọ, but o ruzi na nke anyị ugbu ọ dịghị ka azịza jiziri haus ka ekere ụlọ anyị eke anyị na bifo na ojiri otu ahụ. Ọ ya bụ ajụ m sọ ka m jụọ gị na mgbede a.
Ndewo Mazi. Ndewo. Thank you very, very much. I will respond to this very question. I will go on English, but I have a program for that separately. I hope tomorrow, but I will respond to I have special program for all these things so that people will understand tomorrow. But today I will chip in, right? That is what our people must understand. That in IPOB, since IPOB started in the struggle, because we came from different places, there is always misunderstanding. Misunderstanding is different from losing focus, right? We have a focus, and this will always be coming. this will always be coming until Biafra is restored. And when Biafra is restored, the same people that will counter the success of Biafra will also be sponsored by the Nigerian state also to counter the success. Even politicians that counter Biafra agitation will also try to set confusion. They will also recruit people that will be causing terrorism and some other things. So this thing we are seeing in the struggle is always expected. But the issue is, do we have a focus? We have focus. And what is actually happened is that we want to make it right. We want to make it right. That is why you will see misunderstanding. That is where we always show Nigerian government. It is cracking. You are not one place. It's like you are using earphone. Are you using earphone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Remove it.
But I'm hearing you.
It's okay now. It's
Yeah.
okay. So the only
Hearing you.
place Nigerian government is getting it um, wrong is that they have to know that IPOB expect misunderstanding. But to tell them that we know what we are doing, they will see that there are people who will always be pointing out at the main structure that we know that the Nigerian government is afraid of. People are with
Okay.
different personal interests, and some of times when our interest is touched, we will try to revolt. But one thing is that, is there anything holding all of you together? The answer is yes. And that is why there are some people that started with us. They have dropped on the way. Either they do not understand what we are doing with few excuses that is unacceptable. As far as we have not come to arrange our business, but rather to restore freedom for our people. There is no way you can give provocation of IPO from IPOB structure as excuse of quitting the struggle. There is no way you can use the siblings to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's attitude to quit. There is no way you can use excuse of any member or any Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or whatever you think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do wrong to quit the struggle. No, that is always what is holding us together. Because we must be provoked, we must misunderstand, we will also see confusion, but we will always gather. That is what will be seen on our way. In this very your question, I don't want to go deeper. I want to connect it with other things tomorrow, so that if I finish the program, you will relax your mind.
Yeah.
You will relax your mind.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let us go to another caller. Let us go to another caller. So we continue. Don't worry, I'm coming to address this very matter of people thinking divided or not. It's always so. It's always so. You are just seeing it at the open here. Here, you go to unit, some places. There are times you will see some senatorial. Hold on for the caller. We have come to you, please, but just few seconds. You will go on. So you at times you come to Biafra land, you will see senatorial divided by 5. You will see there was a time Olu was divided 5 senatorial coordinators, but IPOB know their senatorial coordinator. There was a time Abia Central divided 2. There was a time you go to Anambra. Anambra, is it Anambra West? Anambra what? They divided. But after all, there is no way IPOB will tell you that the main person they appointed should go to you will return there. So it is always so. Some of our time, our people will bring business brain or political mindset. But our duty is to tell you that this is where we are. This is where we are. And as we are doing this, we don't stop on the way. We are doing this and we are moving. That is one thing that disturbs Nigerian government. And so we are doing this, we are still pushing. We never stop. So the caller, your name and where you're calling us from. I'm sorry for wasting your time. Thank you for joining us.
Mazi, good evening.
Good evening
My
from here.
name is Traditional Apostle. I'm calling from my location.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Yes. Um, I sincerely appreciate you in particular, and I also appreciate the DOS, and I also appreciate the ESN and the IPOB member at large and lovers of freedom. In fact, when I look at what is happening, I look at the rejection is too much. And the confusion they put in our midst is also this Biafra struggle. Some of us don't know what is about to befall us. If I look at some Igbo, our Biafran brothers and sisters who are still buying bush in many states in other place that is not a Biafra land, in as much as the way they are destroying our property and humiliating us, I will laugh. And if I look at our prominent men that the government want to use and deceive our youth, I will also laugh. I say, God, thank you for bringing somebody like Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Jesus of our own time. Sometimes I sit down and be imagining what is wrong with brain of an average Igbo man or a black man in general. How can someone be suffering after having all the resources that the living God, Chukwu Okike Abiyama, has given to us? We are not having good education. We are not having quality medical care. We are not having good roads. We are not having good electricity. All the social amenities was being denied from us. Yet, someone that is an a Biafran will sit down and be working against his people. After hearing that the history will repeat itself, and the history is repeating itself in our own time. Mazi,
Go ahead.
do you know that some people are borrowing idea from Biafrans? Look at the way we scattered all over the world. Look at the way the Chinese government is praying their people to go and dominate some African country and some other countries, targeting in the nearest future they will be able to use this Igbo pattern. Everywhere you go in the world, you see Igbo man. Everywhere you go now, you see a Chinese, you see other country like Chinese, you see them there. They are borrowing idea from us, but we that they are borrowing the idea, we don't even know what we have. They demonize us. A lot of things is happening to us. In fact, sometimes I say the idea, the people that is behind this DOS, in fact, every night I pray. I remember them, I remember ESN, and I remember IPOB member in general, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is on ground. He made a prophecy that he will be on ground when Biafra will come. And today is on ground. Mazi, I don't have much to say, but may Chukwu Okike Abiyama, the supremacy the Alpha and the Omega. He is the one that humble prince and princess. He is going to make the people that is too stubborn to allow us to go, to allow us to go. Because those people that are too stubborn and don't want to allow us to go, God will make them to allow us to go. What He did in the Bible in the time of Israelites leaving the Egypt, He's going to do more, and He's going to show us that He is God and He is not yet late in doing what He know how to do best.
He said,
People may not understand what we are passing through. The betrayal is too much. A lot of people are pumping money. Nations are pumping money. I was asking somebody, how do you think that someone that is making the clothes you wear, go to pharmacy, how many of our drugs are there? Go to market, how many of our products are there? Don't you know that those people will never allow us? We are not only fighting the government, we are fighting those people that is bringing products to sell to us so that we will not be able to be on our own. So the anybody that is a principal officer that resign because of one thing or the other, Mazi Nnamdi have said it, that if you resign now, is a betrayal to the Biafran struggle because we are up to 80% of our struggle. It's just remaining 20 for us to get it. And I pray that Almighty Chukwuka will continue to lead the DOS right and bring out Nnamdi Kanu, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for us, and give us freedom, which we are looking for, so that we can be like other world. Other worlds will come and learn from us. Not that every time we believe, okay, look at the way we scatter the whole world. How many countries you will go? How many Jamaica are in Nigeria? How many South Africa are in Nigeria? Even though you see them in Nigeria, you see them with respect and many other things. In fact, I sincerely appreciate all the media warriors, people that is making things to go to the international community to know things about us, making people, even the downplay of the Christian genocide is the one that is making me mad. How can a government is our parent, how can a parent sit down and watch his child being killed, and the same parent will recruit those people to their arms of government and their military arm and say, come and become our security? In fact, if I watch what is happening and say, God, what type of blood do we even have? Are we human being or are we just animal? In fact, Mazi, please, may God Chukwuka continue to strengthen you and every one of you that is hardcore.
he said,
And ndị na-ekweghị ga-emechakwete,
he
and
said,
ndị kwere ga-ekwesi ike. All hail Biafra.
therefore we heard it. Thank you. Thank you, Maz. Thank you. Thank you. We continue. Time you have, some of our people, although we are in the case of our leader, I will discuss this tomorrow. Our people don't even know there is a time on Kana Akuku self. You don't even know. Time ahụ ruo a confirm to strive. We are striving to restore Biafra. We are striving. You strive about against Monye nke mama when you are holding the truth. So, Ogudinihu, you don't need to shake. Nobody should be a reason why you will leave. Nobody. Not even nothing. Remain there. At the end, onye ọbụla akọ ihe mere n'ụzọ. If you leave, if you cannot join us to tell what happened, we'll be there, we'll reach there. Even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out tomorrow now and expel you, he remains your, just don't revoke, don't turn to sabotage. Continue fighting till the Biafra comes. Don't fight him, don't challenge him, don't insult him. No. Fight on, fight on, fight on, because it will consume all of us, whether you are in IPOB, whether you are expelled, whether you are suspended, whether you are whatever, wherever you are, oh, oga, you must join hand we reach there. And a kick against you. In the market you used to go, both the shop, the business you are going, you used to go. Some people have been in their business 7 years. They have not even make anything. They keep hoping. They keep pushing. They keep pushing. It's not in our struggle you stop. Your family, your children, you are still feeding, fighting to feed them, fighting to give them education, the level you can reach. The same way you are fighting, struggling, facing challenges, and you believe it will be okay. Oga, face the same thing in this struggle. Face it. Let us move on. We continue. So, the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is full of injustices. Full of injustices. This agitation is not a vehicle or property you can sell, or your motor. If you repair your motor, if the motor keep disturbing, you sell it or you dump it. This is not Biafra. This Biafra agitation championed by IPOB is not like that. It's not like that. Stop having such mind that if they provoke me now, I drop, or I don't like what is happening, or there is confusion, or there is misunderstanding. Don't you expect it? So you don't want it. You don't expect it. They have not started killing you one by one. You are talking about argument. Argument is shaking you. Let us. You have not seen anything. No. Ihe awo struggle. Ị ga-ejikwa anya gị ahụ. Ị ga-ahụ things ka na-abịa n'ihu. Why do they keep him inside? To see how you will manage these things. That's why they keep him inside. To see how you will manage it. We continue. So, how is it that 2015 arrest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, 2015 warrant was granted by 2017, but was convicted with allegation of 2020, 2021, 2022? Automatically, the whole charges Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was granted bail on, which Nigeria was telling the world that he was afraid to stand the trial. The whole charges disappeared. The whole charges disappeared. Completely disappeared. The same charges they say he don't want to stand trial, he was afraid to stand trial, they did not use it to convict him, because there is nothing in that warrant. The warrant, he was granted bail on 12 high bail condition. There is nothing in the warrant. If there was anything in the warrant, they will not send me to go and kill him. Nothing in that warrant. That's why they brought Hope Uzodinma 2020, created insecurity in Southeast 2020, because they proscribed IPOB 2017, took it to UK 2018. UK told them to bring evidence. From 2018, 2019, they started planning to create insecurity because they have massacred IPOB in in Onitsha, right? In Onitsha, 30th of August 2015, no retaliation. In Aba National High School, 9th of February 2016, no retaliation from IPOB. Again, more 2016, May 29th to 30th, in Mpo, massacring, no retaliation. Then January 20th, 2017, IPOB in solidarity with Donald Trump protest. We were massacred in Iguacha, no retaliation. 2017, September 14, we were massacred in Enugu Port Harcourt Expressway, in different places, and also in Afaruku, Ibeku. 2017, no retaliation. We were also massacred in, where again? Obigbo, 2020, by Wike, from October 2020 till March 2021. Massacring going on. I continue to remember. I continue to remember. Where again? Emene massacre. 23rd of August, right? 23rd of August 2020. No retaliation. Olo massacre. So is he the ones that Ifeanyi Okowa and his commissioner of police disappeared, killed through inside river, inside ocean in Delta State? A commissioner of police called Hafiz Mohammed Inuwa killed agitators, dumped some inside prison. Is it in Ebonyi that a Dave Umahi was killing? No retaliation. Python dance, no retaliation. So Nigeria confirmed that there is no way IPOB can carry on such action that they will present to the world. So they started planning for their own. They removed the Making Hedioha, voted by the people, and brought Hope Uzodinma from number 4. Immediately, they started shooting in Imo State. The Nigerian government used their newspaper to name group of criminals unknown gunmen. When a government name group of criminals unknown gunmen, automatically the government is involved because they don't want the identity of the criminal to be revealed. They don't want independent investigators. They don't want people to call them their own name. They rushed and called them unknown gunmen, thereby preparing them for fake agitation ahead of time. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that was arrested 2015, accused 2015, granted bail 2017. Now he was later convicted with EndSARS of 2020 October. Started in Ureli, ended up in Lagos. Attack on police station in Ebonyi State 2020. Attack on INEC facility in Owerri 2021. Prison break in Owerri 2021. Should I remember? Can I remember all of them? Killing of Ahmed Gulak in Owerri 2021. Vanguard publication of Onyami statement 2022. Then what? Which one again? The only thing that came from the old charges is transmitter. Transmitter is the count 15 of the 15 amended count charges. That is the only thing that came from 2015. But it was not used to sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to life. It was not used to even convict him. What do they use? They use, sorry, they use what was the judgment Omotosho gave on that very transmitter, that they are giving it to the federal government. The same thing Awolowo did to our money 1970, taking our money and giving us 20 pounds. The same thing. That is always the way of Yoruba. They must be eyeing whatever that belongs to us. In Lagos, they're destroying what belongs to us. The transmitter we bought, that Yoruba people will later pay us. They will pay us. Omotosho rule that Nigerian government will take our transmitter. There's no way we can forget it in life. They must give it back to us. Transmitter that have not even transmitted. They say before you bring transmitter, you get this thing from what is it called? From, is it NBC, National Broadcasting Corporation, or what? Transmitter have not started transmitting, have not connected, have not been connected, still in container, and it is never an offense. It is never a terrorism. What do they rule? That the government should carry the transmitter. That's all. Every other thing that was used to sentence Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have nothing to do with the 2015 to 2017. Now you can see the injustices. You can see the disobedient to court orders. You can see the executive orders. You can see the executive powers. And do you think that somebody can do this thing and make one Nigeria? So one day now we'll not say we are now one Nigeria with what they are doing. So what we are saying here this very night is that Federal government of Nigeria should free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. One, the statue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never be brought down before the world. The conviction was not accepted by the world. The prosecution of IPOB was rejected and still rejected. That is to say, these two weapons of federal government have been rejected by the world, and they they secured these very weapons not to use it in Nigeria, but to use it in international to deal with IPOB. As they use labeling of our fathers rebel to deal with our fathers, it was accepted by the world, and they overlooked us, and we were massacred here. This time around, they brought proscription and illegal conviction on terrorism, but it have been widely rejected by the world. You can only manage it in Nigeria. It is useless because it is always expected of the oppressors to come up with changing of image or statue. They must do so to deal with you. But IPOB have taken better positioning the image of IPOB, positioning the statue of IPOB that it remains attractive to the extent that the image of IPOB attracted the USA to come and ask, why are you killing Christians? That is to say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that list IPOB, before he became terrorist, IPOB must be seen as terrorist. While IPOB is not seen as terrorist before the world, not by Nigerian, because they have no other weapon than blackmailing. So by the world, IPOB is not terrorist. So how come the leader of IPOB is terrorist in Nigeria can be and was convicted on terrorism? How? Did he lead himself to commit the terrorism? No. So he led the IPOB that is not terrorist before the war to commit terrorism. That is nonsense. Now, the issue now is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom fighter. That you go through your court to write and give to the judge to read out is not the end of the matter, because we are not backing down, we are not even shaking, we are not being moved, because we expected it from you. The issue is that tagging does not move us because we don't commit it. We can explain how we got a stain on our white clothes. We can explain how we get a spot, one finger of stain with oil on our white clothes, because it is just a stain. Because we didn't commit it. Committing it is when the stain is all over our body, that we can not even have anything to say. But for Nigeria to come just, excuse me, come here, fast. Oh yeah, sleep, lie down. So, are you getting it? We're almost there to round up the program because of time. So, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is passing through is injustice, and we cannot take it, because the victory he secured is more than 7 in Nigerian court. None was obeyed. So Nigeria now created their own and used it to convict him, and not just convicting him, convicted him on a repealed law that is not written in the Nigerian constitution, already repealed, because of their they are using exercising their executive power. It will not end like that, because IPOB is not backing down. We are not backing down. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Our matters must be looked into. You cannot just come with intimidation, with the injustice, with the killing, with the disappearance, with the illegal conviction to stop us. It doesn't work. All our presentations have not been argued. Everything we have presented have not been argued. Nobody have challenged IPOB. It is all about killing, excessive force, extrajudicial killing, kidnapping, illegal detention, illegal conviction. Is that how to challenge agitators? With all our genuine presentations, you are claiming to tell us that you are not seeing anybody, and we are not moving an inch. Instead, we are pushing ahead. There's no way we can allow Nigeria to rest. There's no way we can allow Nigeria to exist. You can't force us to be part of Nigeria. You can't force us. If a child want to live and you keep keeping the child, if I am the person, I'll be breaking your glass cups every day. Hence, I have decided to die. Or I go home. Tomorrow I will destroy something. Next tomorrow I will destroy something. That is what IPOB is doing. Making sure we drag Nigeria down. Something that you must lie to maintain. Something that you must support evil to be patriotic. Something that you must be a liar to be politically correct. What kind of country is that? A country that supports terrorism, form terrorism, that is against fight against terrorism. And that is why we say no to Nigeria. We cannot continue with such foundation. Happy and better, happier. Do you understand? So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom is what we are waiting for. That Omoto Show read out what was written and given to him doesn't move us because our leader is not a terrorist. He didn't lead his family to go and commit terrorism because IPOB is not terrorist. So who did he lead? Is this his family or is it IPOB that he led to commit terrorism? Or you just see our leader and convicted him? We cannot accept it. And that is where we are going to bring this very program to an end. We will come here tomorrow by 8 p.m. to arrange our house. This program of tomorrow concerns everybody. We will bring so many things, I believe. They will reveal things that will bring to you. And from me, Mazi Nnamdi, and from here, Biafra Television Europe, it is good night.
Indigenous Biafrans. In case you never know, we are the chosen generation. In case you never know, we hid into the call of our past heroes. Monsters are killing us, pressing silent, but we know that this is war. Everybody know, they know, you know, and we know. They don't want us to be free, cause we got it all. Part of this is Steven, then we go. Every inch and every mile they think we never go. Cause we need our freedom. We want our freedom. Give us our freedom. We demand our freedom. Tell the Babylon say, ya know. Tell the Babylon say, oh nah. Suffering and tribulation, yeah. Marginalization and lies. They never wanna see us survive. The government, they always steal and kill. They wanna blow the candlelight of generations young. I feel the pain, but I believe it later then. Biafra, the sunshine of God. Say no place like home. No place like home. Yeah. No turning back, no going back, no turning back till we take our home.